Happy Sunday. It's Karen from Shrooms and Shrugs. What do I have to say in this intro? I ate a lot of food today, but it's crazy that I still feel hungry. Like, it's not crazy. I know what's going on. Is my body is craving junk food. It's craving meat. It's craving because I'm trying to think if I had any meat today. Okay, so for breakfast I made a yogurt bowl with the Fage just plain Greek yogurt, and I drizzled a little honey and a little pistachio butter on that, and then I added um, a little granola, blueberries, and some pepitas, shelled pumpkin seeds. So no meat there, obviously. Lunch, I had 2 hard-boiled eggs, so I guess, yeah. 2 mini cucumbers, probably about 4 sticks of bell pepper, 3 radishes, and I dipped all of that in baba ganoush that I made. It turned out great. So no, other than the eggs, meat there. And for dinner, I had a lot of potatoes and spinach. And then when I got to work, I had some watermelon. Yeah, that's and cantaloupe. I had cantaloupe earlier for a snack, and I had some that was multi crisp bread with hummus. I did not homemade that. I have got to find a way. Now, Lav told me, because I was explaining to Lav, I'm like, I can make the flavor perfect for my hummus. What I can't do is get the texture right. And Lav's like, bitch, you gotta add water. You gotta add some of the leftover cooking water from the chickpeas. Yeah. It's just, the baba ganoush was pretty easy to make. The tzatziki was super easy to make. Um, I don't know if I want to make homemade hummus at this point. It's like, why? I already make two other homemade dips. Um, and I had a bowl of the Greek salad I made. That had chickpeas in it, no meat. Um, yeah, but it's a plant heavy. Mediterranean's a plant heavy diet. It's a lot of legumes. A lot of it's like fish two times a week, 2-3 times a week. Poultry less than that, and red meat like on a rare occasion. At least that's the Americanized version of it, and I'm okay with doing that. I was vegan for 2 years, so I can eat a no meat diet, but I don't think it's the meat that I'm craving. It's the junk food. I want Oreos and Chips Ahoy and Lay's potato chips so bad. I think that's what I'm hungry for. Um, my body's just not used to such a calorie dip. So I am going to work on balancing a little better. It's just hard during the work week. Like, I don't have to go to work this Thursday. Yay! So I don't have to, I can be a little bit more, and I have dinners planned. I'm taking my leftover crawfish gravy and turning that into a stew tomorrow. Then I'm making taco salads on Tuesday, and I'm making pasta al tonno on Wednesday, and I'm making Greek chicken bowls with farro instead of rice on Thursday. And I haven't figured out quite yet what I'm going to do for the weekend. I want to see what the leftover situation is, and if I need to make a big thing of pasta with, because I still have some ground pork and ground turkey thing, I'll take the ground pork and ground turkey, and I'll make a big thing of something that they can just throw together. Because I know that Patricia, my sister-in-law, comes up on Saturdays and stays until she comes up like Saturday afternoon, sometimes late morning, and she stays until um, Sunday afternoon. Other than that, she's at the boyfriend's house. And I know they probably would like to make dinner with us or whatever, but I love my sister-in-law, but whenever we left her in charge of dinner, it's all processed. It's all processed food. I cannot eat like that anymore. And she likes her food salty. Salty. So I just like to cook. I mean, I like to cook anyway. I did it for 10 years professionally. God, I miss it. I wish my body had the ability to keep up with that. It doesn't anymore. And I'm not saying I don't work hard cleaning at night when I'm at work, but it's just different when you're on your feet for like 10 hours or more. Sometimes there were shifts I've had that were 16, 18 hours, depending on the restaurant I was at. That controlled chaos was so good for me. It's like it was enough chaos to keep things exciting, but you were prepared, so you never really failed. But my back just couldn't take it anymore. So I cook at home, and I cook meals in the mornings for my guys here. I used to be a lot more, like, have a lot more variation with what I do at work, but people I support are creatures of habit, and they, much like myself, and they expect that on the weekends they're going to get an egg dish one day and a porridge dish the next day. So let me explain what I mean by that. I will make either a breakfast casserole or a frittata or egg cups, something like that. And if I do scrambled eggs or something like that, I make sure once in a while to throw in some sausage biscuits and gravy, because one of the individuals I support, she's very much a fan. And whatever keeps her happy keeps the house happy. So I will make her happy. And then for porridge, I'll either do, when we had cream of wheat, when we used to buy that, I would have that in rotation. But now basically we have rice and we have oatmeal. So one week I'll make an oatmeal porridge, and then the next week I'll make a white rice or a brown rice porridge with different flavors. I think the biggest hit that I make is my hot chocolate oatmeal. I did make a rice porridge once with white rice, where I did a cranberry cheesecake. That went over really well too. Yeah. And at home, I'm not very. So this is the plan for my health journey that I'm going on. For breakfasts, it's either going to be a yogurt bowl or a an avocado toast variant. That's it. Ideally, if I could get my family to switch around, but while I have a son in school, it's kind of impossible, where your heaviest meals in the afternoon. Now, once Aiden graduates, I will talk to my partner and be like, hey, can we make our dinner in the afternoon and have a lighter meal in the evening? I feel like if we ate closer to the Mediterranean diet, food-wise, and give our food time to digest, it's even better for our blood sugars. We'll see how that goes. For now, my lunches will be heavy vegetables. So a salad or a veggie platter. I'm going to have to throw in some type of protein. I'm not worried about throwing in a complex carb because I'll get plenty of carbs from the fruits and vegetables that I'll eat during lunch. And then dinners, I will vary. Dinners, I can be more creative. Dinners, I can have more fun. Dinners, I'm still going to have the Americanized. There's going to be I know you're not supposed to have a lot of meat on the diet, and there's not going to be red meat. Our freezer, I have put it on the grocery list. It's going to be chicken, white meat, and dark. There's actually this recipe where you skewer, it's Greek, I believe, and you skewer dark meat, light meat, dark meat, light meat, dark meat, light meat. You season that up and you cook that all together. I can't remember the name of it, but it's supposed to be fantastic. So stuff like that. Sheet pan chickens with lots of vegetables. I'm picking up lots of seafood. But I have to pick. My son is such a picky eater. I know he will not eat the cod or the salmon. He is completely off of fish. But he still likes shrimp. I'm not sure. It's been a while since he had a mussel. We'll see. But that's what's on the grocery list this month is the white and dark meat chickens. So boneless, skinless breasts, boneless, skinless thighs. Cod, salmon, mussels, shrimp. I already have lots of dried beans in the house. So the only thing I plan on using garbanzo beans for, because like I said, I'm not making my own hummus, is throwing those into salad. So I have a form of carb/protein in the salad. My partner's not the biggest fan of chickpeas. Doesn't mind the flavor. I asked him if it was a flavor thing or a texture thing. And the response I got was, it feels like I'm chewing, or not chewing, it feels like I'm eating a manila envelope. So I'm thinking it's a flavor thing. So maybe the next time I do the chickpeas before I just rinsed them and threw them in salad, maybe I'll season them up and bake them, roast them up really nice, and then throw them in the salad. But there's so many really cool Mediterranean wise. I know if you look at the Mediterranean map, there's so many countries, and I'm not going to mention any names or the country they live, but I have a friend who lives on the Mediterranean, and I've asked them for recipes. So I'm hoping to get some good. Actually, they suggested this carrot and mustard stew, and that actually seems really intriguing because there's some dill in it too, and I'm a very big fan of dill in Mediterranean recipes, so I'm going to try doing that. That'll probably be closer to soup season because, I love my soups in the fall. Like, I'm kind of, this crawfish stew that I'm going to make I literally am doing it just because I've had the stock in the freezer and it's time to get rid of it. And I don't like to waste food. So, but I'm mostly going to concentrate on whatever recipes my friend gives me from the country that they are from. Italian recipes, Greek recipes. I don't think I'm going to do Southern France. As someone who was trained by a French trained chef, and technically we were French trained, French food is not my favorite. I am not a big French food girl. Even if it's the Southern lighter fare, not a fan. But I'd like to kind of dabble in some Spanish recipes and then some of the Northern African recipes. I feel like that could be fun. So yeah, that's the plan. And for this week, it's balancing all that out and starting to go to the gym and starting family walks. So there'll be a lot of that on top of crochet, which, by the way, kind of burn out. I'm at a standstill. I think I'm going to take this week off from crocheting. I did bring it with me to work tonight to do during my spare time. It's the 2 shrugs. But I think I'm putting those down. And I'm going to wait till the 15th. I'm going to take a whole week off, see how I feel. If I still am not feeling great, I'll wait till the 22nd. Because my mark is not till 26th. And like I said, I have 1 sleeve left on both. That's it. Just 1 sleeve. Both of the left sleeves are done. I have to do the right sleeves on both. Yeah. It's freaking... Can't believe I have another market in like 3 weeks. And this one, I am going to be juggling a lot. I work on the 26th, which is when my market is. I did not take that night off because the market's an evening market on the 26th. It's from 5 to 9 in Troy. It's Troy's Pride Night Out, Troy, New York. And I have to be there to set up at about 3 o'clock. And I'm hoping to be, I'm going to start rounding, right, like putting things away at 9:15. That way I can get my daughter home, to her home, because she's coming with me. And we're both going to be tired because we're both going to be working that. Like, I'm going into work right after the market. She's coming out of work right before the market. I'm picking her up and we're going right to the market. I'm going to have to sleep in for I'm going to pack the car on the 25th. And I'm going to try to stay up late the night of the 25th, which normally on my days off, I don't stay up till late. I struggle to stay up till 10. But I'm going to force myself to do it so I can sleep till about noon or 1 o'clock on Friday. And then that way I can do the market and then go to work and have no problems. Woo, woo. The baby wolf spider's back. All right, go. Well, should I put that in? Nah, I'm not going to blooper that. We'll just leave it right in. Who cares? But yeah, my plans for this week are just to balance out my new Mediterranean diet and to start going to the gym and to do the family walks and take a break from crocheting. Can I do it? That's the tough part. But I have a book from the library, and if I feel bored with whatever it is I'm doing in the house, then I make sure I can put my foot down safely, okay? Then I'll just read. It's Joe Hill's King Sorrow, and I'm literally like 7 chapters in, and I've got to finish this book. I don't remember when it's due, but it's due I think around the end of the month. I'll have to see when I get home. But that's it. That's my plans. Hello, it's Thursday, and I haven't been filming much because I haven't been crocheting, and I haven't been reading, and I've been doing next to nothing until today. I have someone walking behind me. I went to the doctor's today, and we are going on insulin. It's something like that. And my triglycerides, and anyway, they're unreadable. They're that high. I didn't see that part when I was looking at my labs. So, going on a cholesterol medication as well. And I can't believe I'm going on insulin. It's fucking crazy. Of course, my partner and my daughter came into my doctor's appointment with me, and we're like, they're also going to see if we can get me one of the meters that I just shoot in my arm, and it'll do like a week's worth of readings. Damn. Anyway, I don't want to talk for too long because it is hot in this car, and if I do this, oh, forgot I turned the car off. Hold on. You're not going to be able to hear me, and I'm sure it's very annoying. I did not like that. Uh-oh. I will talk to y'all later. I'm going to check my car. Well, there's a belt in there that does not sound good. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I might run across the street at that park where the water park is. It's where they have the little fountains that shoot up from the ground. And I might just go dunk my head in that. Oh, goodness. Between my health and my car, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I hope Aiden's having fun in karate today. That's the only thing I can hope for at this point. I don't know. Of course, my car would start acting up after I just gave my daughter $150 to turn electricity back on. I'm so mad at her ex right now. So mad. I won't get into it. That's my daughter's business. But let's just say that at this point, I'm really glad he didn't become my son-in-law. Why is she riding in the bike lane and on the Gloversville? I wish they had a karate class closer to home, but This is a good price. I really like his sensei. And if his father and I split the time, so like 1 week his dad will take it. His dad comes all the way to Clifton Park to take karate. And then I take him the next week. So, but my car is leaking something. And I'm afraid to see what. I'm afraid to see. What should we see? Let's see. It's leaking water. So I guess everything is fine. Except for this creepy old guy. Hold on. I'm gonna hide. I don't know, it's still weird. Like, I'm in my car, but the windows are open, so it's kind of awkward talking. Anyway, I guess that's it. There's not much longer that Aiden has till karate. He has, is it gonna shoot a time or just beep at us? Hello. He has 15 minutes left. So, that's all that I have to say about what's going on. My car is falling apart, my body's falling apart, my son's in karate, and I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. That's it. Oh, that wasn't it. I have to talk to my partner. I forgot. It's been a crazy day. Anyway, my sister-in-law invited us to stay with them at their Airbnb. And I have to talk to my partner about it, because basically if we do that, we want to see his family, we have to
The next second, the fire had vanished. In its place was a white marble tomb.
Don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway, she's invited us to stay with them when they go to Virginia, and we're going to be in Virginia around the same time. So, yeah. I don't know how she wants to split the costs. I don't know if she wants to get the room and we'll get the food, because I know there's certain days that they're not, like, I would rather be able to provide the food and cook, because she had said that on Friday, like the days that she's actually going to be at the, like Friday and Saturday, Sunday. Ooh, that car just whipped out into traffic without looking. Did I mention Gloversville is a great place? They just kind of get delivery and veg out. They don't, they're tired. They don't want to. So I could cook. And that would make me feel useful. I don't know. I think by the time this trip comes, my daughter is going to be moved in with Haley. So it's just going to be me and my partner and my son. I don't know. I have to talk to Kira. We're going to sit down as a family after karate and talk about what we want to do. But I got to find out from Jess if she wants any money towards the Airbnb and how much, because I need to know how much I need to put back. Or does she want to do, they pay for the Airbnb and we'll get food for the Airbnb. Whatever works for me. But first I got to make sure it's cool with the entire family. And then once that's cool, then I'll figure out how do you want to pay for the Airbnb and we pay for the food, or do we want to split everything 50-50? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, now I'm really done. Now I really have nothing else to say. Look at the size of that fucking spider. I didn't even know it was next to me. Holy shit. It's Friday, and the video quality is going to be a little shitty because I'm not going to have much light. I have a migraine, and it sucks because I was in the middle of a conversation with a friend of mine. Sorry, Crow. It just came on all of a sudden. I don't know if this is a side effect from the insulin I started tonight. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm on insulin. Did I mention that before? I think I might have. Yes, I did. I mentioned it at Aiden's karate. After Aiden's karate. Fuck, even sound my own voice is grating. Anyway. I think I'm going to dim the lights even more. And I've taken a Tylenol and just hope for the best. Sorry, such a little update, but I'll have more to say tomorrow, I promise. Happy Saturday! It's Karen from Shrooms and Shrugs again. Who else would it be? And it's the first time I'm picking up crochet in a week. I'm this far here, and then I have another one, but I have not decided if I'm going to do that. I'll probably do this one first. It was up first, so why not? So after my first shot of insulin, my fasting blood sugar went down by 40 points, so that's a good thing. So now I'm hoping, I don't think 10 units is going to do it. I did 10 units again tonight, and I have to do 10 units again tomorrow. Then it goes up to 12 units. I have to get it between 80 and 160. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up at like a 16 before I get quite where I need to be if it keeps going down by 40 points. So here's hoping for the best. My daughter's electric is back on. Thank God. Her father and her did not get as far around in the house as they wanted to get, because when they went to go clean it, the electricity was not back on yet, and it was during a heat advisory, so they really couldn't stay in that house for too long. But she's there now, and I told her to make sure she gets everything done she needs to get done before Wednesday, because we're taking stuff out, and then her aunt and I are coming at some point to clean her house. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. My son has been going over to my sister's house when my mother's there. My mother is very good at math, and she's a teacher, so she's been helping my son, my nephew, and my two twin cousins get ready for their geometry regents. They are all I think they're all having a good time. I heard that Aiden wasn't sure because he can't tell the twins apart, but he said either Cragen or Sawyer latched up the other one into my sister's stretching apparatus where it's supposed to decompress your spine, so you strap in and then you turn upside down, and left his brother there. Wasn't that sweet? Gotta love twins. What else? So Kira seems to be doing better. Aiden's doing better with his math. I'm on my health kick, doing best I can. Let me tell you, it's hard not snacking at work because I have to get my fasting numbers. So until I get my fasting numbers right, I'm not going to snack at night. Once I have my, okay, this is my level of insulin, then I can go back to, if I get hungry at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can have a little snack. Let me tell you, it's difficult. Especially yesterday when I didn't have my crochet with me and my head hurt too much to read. I was literally laying there doom scrolling, just in hell. And the migraine kept getting worse, and I was trying to talk to my friend Crow, and it was a nightmare. Do I have plans for this week? I think my partner has a couple of appointments. I do not. So it's back to business of crochet and getting these shrugs done. I'm probably not going to talk long because it's hot in here. It is unseasonably warm for upstate New York. I am just so uncomfortable. When I'm outside and it's hot, it is what it is, and it doesn't seem to bother me as much as when the inside is warm. I'm just like, it's so gross. Don't like it. Trying to think. Market's on the 26th. So yeah, my plans I have my doctor's appointment on the 15th. David has an appointment on Tuesday or Thursday. I can't remember which one. I know because of tea. And that's all my plans for next week, other than to get the last of this crochet done. It'll be this one and the other one, and then maybe I can have some fun with crochet again and not feel like I'm killing myself over products. That's it. That was my week. I hope you all had a good week. I had an enlightening week. Never neglect your health, people. Never neglect your health. I will see you next week. Bye.